And the reason why I asked you this earlier, Marty, is I asked like, well, who watched it? Who saw it? What Pierre Polyev was saying is because I'm really thoroughly getting annoyed with this fact that Pierre is not going on podcasts. And I'm not saying he has to come on our podcast. I would love for him to come and chat with us like this, but I'm saying like get out on like okay, so what is it? Full Send podcast? Why isn't he getting his guys to go reach out to the guys that do Full Send podcast? That's an American channel that has a large Canadian audience. Why? Because the main guy who did it, who makes it, is a Canadian. He's in California, but he's known as this cool Canadian guy, and he's hip with the new generation of people. Those are the people you want to convince. Who's Pierre Polyev going out and speaking to? He's going out and he's speaking to people who watch CTV, CBC,
He
Global
he spoke
News. Like
to he spoke to Mulrooney today. I don't know who Mulrooney's with.
Ben Mulrooney is on a syndicated radio show that no young people are listening to. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
to say it. Like, and I'm not
and
saying Ben Mulrooney is a bad dude. I think I might end up in a podcast with him. We're talking about getting together for a thing, and that's not again no problem with that. But it's like you're not reaching outside of the bubble of the audience of the people that are already listening to you. Yes, you're great. You're speaking to all these people at these rallies, but they're already signed up for the Conservative Party. They're coming to your rally. They want to shake your hand. You've already won their votes.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
no,
like
but
if this is an election of reaching across the aisle or reaching people who've never voted before, this isn't the right way to do it.
yeah, he needs to reach. I saw the math. Somebody did the math today. Like he needs to get about 15% extra young people coming out to vote than what voted in 2021. It's not a huge number.
Mhm.
It's got to be Jenny Byrne or somebody, like one of the ladies who's advising him is giving him
Oh,
bad advice. Like
you're absolutely right on this.
she's old school, even though she's young. They're afraid. I mean, they're afraid. I don't know what they're afraid of. They're afraid of they're afraid of the sound clips. They don't control it, right? That's what they don't like. They don't like coming to talk to you or me or pleb or anybody else because they don't control it. And
Get used to it.
yeah,
This is the new age. And here's the thing. If you can survive a 2-3 hour podcast and not have some crazy gaff where you're saying you can't even answer the question because you don't know what the heck you're talking about. That's what people are looking for. Like if that was the gaff, then that's the gaff, right?
yeah, yeah.
But I don't think Pierre would have a problem sitting through a long podcast and expressing his ideas because he's fleshed out his ideas over the course of decades. He's not really flopped on anything except this recent stuff with Donald Trump. Like when it comes to the core principles of what he's been espousing for decades, it's been the same. People need to see that. I think a young audience, if they saw that, they would be into the ideas that he's bringing forward instead of these sound bites, instead of these slogans, instead of
Yeah,
the
yeah, no,
things
no,
that you hear at these meetings.
I agree, and I don't know how we can help them change it. But like I said, look at while you were gone, look at the shit that Danielle Smith took for going on talking to Ben Shapiro this week, right? She went and talked to Ben, and people are just blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I mean,
Here's the
Pierre
thing,
should
though.
come on your show. Pierre should go visit Sean Newman. I mean,
You,
Max
you,
Bernier was on Sean Newman today.
you've got contacts with Danielle. Why don't you get Danielle to come on our show and chat with us?
I've been trying that for so long. I'll call her directly. I got to bypass her staff.
Bypass everything, get
I'll
her to come
by
on a show because
yeah.
here's the deal. Like it doesn't matter what she does and what she says. People are gonna criticize her on the left. And the thing is, get out there and speak to more people so people can have access to the long, nuanced version of what you said. And all that clip stuff will fall apart and it's just not even worthwhile. If they have to dig to find it, they're not going to do it. If the more you go on these shows and the more you express your ideas, the better
Yeah.
off you are. And I'm thoroughly like convinced on
There,
that idea.
but yeah, and at the same time, they are all turning inwards, right? I mean, Pierre is not allowing the journalists on the plane with him. Neither's Carney. Like they're scared shitless. They have bad advisors, and they don't understand that the harder if you hide completely from us, if Pierre was completely transparent with us and met you and I regularly and whatever, and he had a little bit of a faux pas, we wouldn't care if he made a
No.
blunder. But
No.
now if he says something stupid, the whole world's just going to snap on it, take a screenshot, and then throw it back at him. They
Well,
don't
but not
understand
not
that.
only
Like,
that, Marty, it gets
yeah,
worse. So like he won't go on these podcasts and there's a lot of people who don't know his point of view. Like if he came on our podcast, people would learn his point of view, but that would be supplemental to somebody else who learns of who he is by
yeah,
going on some of these other podcasts with young audiences that are watching. But if he doesn't do it, what does he do? He lends opportunity for people like Maxime Bernier to go on an American podcast and tell people who don't know what Pierre Poilievre thinks what he thinks and misrepresent it. Because I watched the video with Max on PVD podcast, and a lot of what he said was just complete trash. Like it
yeah.
wasn't true to what Pierre says or espouses to. It was just false. But that doesn't matter if Pierre's not going out there and correcting the record. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, we'll have. I mean, we're in the second week of this election. Like I said, they are just dancing around each other, being super cautious right now. There's nobody taking any kind of risk whatsoever on any side. So it's yeah, it's weird. It's a weird election.